I made the decision to grab my fishing pole and spend a calm Saturday afternoon on the lake behind my house. It was the ideal time to unwind because of the soft breeze and the waters shimmering in the sunlight. I was hoping for some father-son time later in the day, but my son, who had just been promoted to chief of the local police force, was out with his pals. However, a car pulled up close to the shoreline as I was throwing my line into the ocean. Karen, a woman I knew from the HOA, came out with a grumpy expression on her face. With a look of disapproval, she strode over to me and began to gripe about my being at the lake. It seems that she had observed me fishing and determined that it was against some unidentified HOA regulation. She suddenly took out her phone and called the police. She said, "Fishing is not allowed here," and gave me a fierce look. "You're breaking the rules." I was surprised. I had every right to fish in the lake because it was on private land. Karen had already phoned the police, though, and I could hear sirens in the distance before I could defend myself. After a few minutes, a patrol car pulled up, and a recognizable officer, my son, came out. His voice was filled with surprise as he asked, "Dad? What's going on here?" When Karen saw that the officer in front of her was the chief of police, her eyes widened. She stumbled as she tried to convey her grievance, but my kid didn't listen. "Mom," he remarked calmly, but firmly, speaking to Karen, "my dad is entirely within his rights to fish here since it's his property." "No rules are being broken," he said, turning to face me. "I apologize, Dad. I had no idea what was going on here." Karen was unable to speak. My son kindly requested her to leave after a few more unpleasant moments, emphasizing that any more complaints would be addressed through the appropriate means. I couldn't help but chuckle at the circumstances Karen left. Unbeknownst to him, my son, the police chief, had just saved the day. I couldn't have been more proud of the man he had grown into, and what had begun as a quiet fishing trip became an incredible experience.